All right, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Out there to the hopeful elect of Israel. First off, I want to start off and give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and salutations that they're to you sincere, and you hopeful elect, scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. All right, coming in. All right, to do another lesson today. Uh, this lesson I'm just gonna have to redo. I'm not gonna make. It's probably gonna be kind of straight to the point. Um, but you see in the background I have right here, hyperinflation is coming in a big way. For some reason, I don't know what it is. I tried uploading it. I tried screen recording it. It's not working, and it's just an important lesson that I did want to get out. Just to go ahead and do it. If it doesn't do it this time, maybe I may just go live and bring up maybe a couple of different articles going into it. But man, hey man, we coming to the time of great hyperinflation. Okay, and this is what stems from the video that Elder Mawata, all right, he did. What was this? 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. And hey, very edifying lesson, and it inspired me to do the lesson. Well, 2 days ago, but here it is. I'm gonna redo the lesson again, and Lord willing, you're edified. So, I had a couple different articles lined up. I got here in my notes. So let's go ahead and start off. I'm just kind of hit the points so it don't be a whole hour long. Maybe that's just the spirit telling me that maybe it's too long. All right, but here it is. I wrote it. What's this? Going to January 4th, 2026, went at 103. So it says hyperinflation coming in a big way. So I wrote 100 billion ejected into the system. I had that video, which I'm not even gonna play it. But basically, on New Year's Day, I believe it was New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, while everybody was, having that holiday spirit, such as the Christmas and the New Year's day coming in, you had people distracted, and while they were distracted, the feds was pumping in, all right, money into the system, okay, deflating the dollar even much more, okay. Over 100 billion has been injected into the system, okay, especially over the course of what, since 2020, okay, and it's going to bring in major effects, okay, that's going to definitely change the way of life of many Americans. Okay, I have also later on in the video going into well, even with the pensions, he mentioned it, but we just gonna skip that part. Maybe I can do a solo lesson, another lesson on onto that one. And as well, I have a couple of videos dealing with how Venezuela and how their economy crashed and how those people have suffered. Okay, and some of them are still suffering. Okay, because of the high hyperinflation, okay, that came to that country. So that same way of how you seen over there, it's the same way it's gonna happen over here, man. Okay, we've been seeing, okay, the rallying of what's that, with the gold and the silver. Okay, we're seeing gold and silver hitting all-time highs, especially around the time that they were ejecting the money into the system. Okay, because it should have that was a major sign showing people what was truly going on, but people missed it. People was out shopping, or people was really opening up presents. You had people going to the damn, what's that, Christmas carols, going to go look at the Christmas lights. Yeah, people had family over, football games was going on at that time. You had what's that? Was it Black Friday shopping or Cyber Monday? I believe that already passed. I think that was so-called Thanksgiving. But either or, the people was distracted, man. Okay? You got starting January 1st, you got China holding the exports of silver. Okay? You had all these different things going on while the people didn't understand what was truly going on. Okay? But this is the part, okay, of where Esau is getting ready to start to change the system, man. The dollar is gonna have to collapse. Okay, and when the dollar collapse, everything else is going to collapse right along with it. Okay, so now this is days later, but copper, okay, it's being bought out everywhere, sold out. Dabu77 ended up doing a video. We're not gonna get it. We don't gotta get it. Let's just kind of make the video longer. But that was in the last video that I tried to upload. But Lord willing, that lesson can come up too as well. It'll be much more detail going into it. But let's just go ahead and start to jump into the video, man, because hey, Yahweh Shem Shai is moving. Okay, so this is going to the elders video. So let's start around. I think around like 13 minutes. So let's start around here.
During a break, a Nordic central bank official approached me. Young, brilliant. He said quietly, "Professor, you've been right about all this. But here's what you don't know. We've run the scenarios. No pathway ends well. Best case, slow decline over a decade with moderate pain. Worst case, sudden crisis. Markets freeze, currencies collapse, social unrest. We're trying to engineer the first, but variables are moving faster than our policy responses." I asked, "What's the trigger? What caused?"
And he said variables are coming at a rapid pace, showing you that what? It's any day that you people can wake up and see that the whole system is going to be different. Okay? The same way of you buying, it's gonna eventually change. You people think that you have all these different dollars, okay, your coins or whatever. You're gonna go to certain places because at the beginning it's going to get to the point to where the prices are going to be inflated so much to where people are not going to be able to afford food. They're not going to be able to afford the necessities. Okay, they're not going to be able to afford the gas to even go to work. Jobs are going to close down. Okay, things is just going to shoot up overnight. You're going to wake up and try to go get you some gas the next morning to go to work, and the shit's going to be fucking $10 to $20. Okay, a gallon. It's going to bring a great squeeze upon the Americans people, man. Okay, and he said the variables are increasing rapidly. Any day now, any day now. So let's go ahead and go back into the video.
This sudden crisis? She looked around. Honestly, could be anything. A major country announcing full de-dollarization, a treasury auction failing, a geopolitical crisis forcing asset freezes, or cumulative pressure reaching a tipping point. The
We're seeing all of these signs happening right now. All of these signs are happening right now, and it's only going to increase in measure.
system is so fragile, any shock could trigger it. We're basically praying nothing goes wrong while we prepare emergency measures. That's what terrified me. The people responsible for financial stability are hoping nothing goes wrong. That's not strategy, that's desperation. This confirms every warning. Russia's frozen assets made countries question dollar safety. Now they are quietly exiting through hidden channels. Germany's collapse is removing Europe's economic anchor. European bankers are positioned for collateral damage. Petrodollar death was reducing automatic demand. Treasury markets now price in risk. China's infrastructure created alternatives. Central banks acknowledge multipolar transition is inevitable. Pensions are vulnerable to rate increases. Officials calculate $3 to $5 trillion in losses. Canada defied the
And when it gets to that point, all you people who kept your money in your banks, all you people who kept your money into these different hedge funds, okay, your 401ks, all of this, your retirement plans, it's all going to be wiped out. We're going to see people lose homes, people going to lose cars, people going to lose boats. yachts, condos, shit, whatever, you name it. People are going to be truly hurting out here.
US. Even close allies hedge against dollar decline. Saudi Arabia joined BRICS. This was the catalyst forcing emergency meetings. The central bank panic isn't about potential problems, it's about actual problems they are struggling to manage now. Here's what they're most worried about: specific scenarios keeping them awake. Scenario 1: Treasury auction fails. What if one auction doesn't find buyers at acceptable rates?
And that's what we're seeing right now. A lot of these treasuries, these bonds, all right, these countries are dumping it. Japan being one of the biggest holders, dropping it. China selling it off, and other countries are following suit.
Interest rates spike,
We,
markets panic, other holders rush to sell, cascade
this is happening right now. This is happening right now.
failure. Emergency protocols drafted for Fed to buy unlimited amounts, but that risks dollar confidence collapse. Scenario 2: BRICS currency launch.
This is what they've been talking about over there with the BRICS nations. All right, for those who don't know, Brazil, Russia, India, China, I believe it's South Africa. Okay, and there's other different allegiances amongst them. Okay, trying to step themselves away from the dollar, the petrodollar. Okay, because it's being controlled. I mean, these countries are being controlled by it, man. All right, because of the dominance, all right, that it has. Okay, this is how you see Esau's able to put sanctions on these different nations. Okay, and they, hey, either way, because they do trade with them, they're gonna have to pay it. Okay, but you see these other different nations are putting sanctions on the U.S. Okay, because they're seeing that the dollar is weak. Okay, but Esau, all right, is getting ready to do something so drastic to where he's about to crumble all economies. Okay, he's getting ready to crumble all the economies to push his NWO. Okay, and we're coming into those times because he's going into the different scenarios, and these scenarios of what he's bringing out is happening right now. All right, so let's get a scripture right quick in the book of Habakkuk because this is what's happening right now. This is what was spoken, okay, of the prophets, man. Okay, we told you, okay, that this place was going to crumble. Okay, we told you that Esau is going to crash the system, man, in order for him to bring in his NWO. We told you these things, and it's coming in a big way. Habakkuk 2 and 3, straight to the point. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Okay, the vision, all right, that we're seeing, okay, that we're living in right now, it is happening right now. It was for an appointed time back then, but now it's here. But at the end, it shall speak and not lie. All right, it's not lying. You can get on the news, you can go look at anything with the financial markets, and you can obviously see that it is something going on. You got people stepping away, okay, from the dollar, countries dropping different treasury bonds, okay, treasuries, okay. You got a lot of the different talks are going into with the cryptocurrencies. Just yesterday, it was a bull run on all cryptos yesterday. Okay, you got gold and silver hitting all-time highs, still increasing, still going up. Right now, silver on paper is $80, but when you go across the other side of the earth, that shit's over $100 right now. Come on, man. They're manipulating the prices over here on the US stock exchange, man. Gold supposedly is at 4400 right now, but eventually it's going to increase and go up to 4500, which is going to eventually surpass Bitcoin going up. Come on, man. This is all showing a transition, okay, within the markets. Okay, you got different big players such as BlackRock, you know, Vanguard, etc. all right, switching their systems up, okay, to meet for this next system of cryptocurrencies, okay, because this is the next wave of where they're getting ready to go. There's been talks about the reason why they went into Venezuela, okay, was to also to grab the oil, okay, but at the same time also to get in into with the um with the Bitcoin, okay, and we know that U.S. has set up strategic um Bitcoin reserves, okay, because we know Trump is getting ready to do something with that, okay. It's going to be used for some type of use. Okay, but at the same time, you still got all these other different cryptos too as well, man, that is getting ready to play a part. So we're getting ready to start to see some big things happen, man, real soon. All right, showing that what the vision is not lying. The vision of what? Okay, that we always speak about going to Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, he's causing the world right now, okay, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive that mark. He's pushing everybody into the direction of where he wants the world to go, and this is a part of his agenda. Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, it tarried for a little while. Okay, but now it's at the point to where things is not tearing, things are speeding up. Okay, so if we're seeing the prophecy speed up, okay, what do you think is coming? What do you think is on the way? Okay, the chip, okay, war, and simultaneously with all that, Yahweh Shai is going to return back, man. So as we're seeing these things happen with the economy, we know that the time is getting closer and closer, okay, to Yahweh Shai's second coming, okay, and that chip being administered. So going back into the video, central banks are panicking.
If BRICS announces gold-backed or commodity-backed currency for trade, it provides immediate alternative. Countries shift rapidly. Dollar demand crashes. No counter except hoping it doesn't happen. Scenario 3. Geopolitical crisis. Major conflict. Taiwan, Middle East, and US.
And what we're seeing now, we're seeing the U.S. is bombing Venezuela. And from what I was listening to a little earlier, that they've captured the president of Venezuela and his family and his wife. All right. So we're seeing exactly what he's talking about. Okay. And we know the reason the U.S. is going into Venezuela. It ain't got shit to do with drugs, but everything to do with the oil reserves that Venezuela is sitting on, which will keep the petrodollar afloat long enough to where they can, like he's saying, engineer the downfall, all right, to where they can control trade with the petrodollar if they have this reserve over in Venezuela. Okay, so we're seeing these things spiral out of control, and real soon it's gonna escalate to a real global conflict, and regardless, the economy will crash.
And it has to get there. All right, it has to get there. Let's get this in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 37. It reads, it says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Okay, let me see if I can get that word in the etymology. Plague, all right, it's a noun. It says affliction, calamity, evil, scourge, severe trouble, or vexation. Okay, this is what's getting ready to come upon the earth, okay, when this dollar collapse, because everything is tied to the dollar. There's no way running away from it. And this is how Esau is going to be able to steer, okay, the world into going crypto, to steer the world going, okay, into going with this digital blockchain. okay, to bring in his digital infrastructure, man, because this is what he's getting ready to do. Okay, but before that, it's going to be a lot of affliction, calamities, and evils going into bad times. Okay, it's going to be some bad times we're getting ready to approach, man. Because when it collapses, it's just going to be what? Hyperinflation. You're going to have to need more dollars, okay, to be able to buy certain things. Okay, just like it was in Venezuela years ago. It's going to be like that again here. Okay, but in a much worse case scenario, man. It says calamity, evil, scourge, severe trouble, or vexation. The people are going to be in severe trouble and vexation. The people's lives are going to change, especially here in America. Okay, these people are used to conveniences. Okay, they're used to this place just thriving. They just can wake up and they can get on the app and order some damn food. But nah, it's coming to a time to where you're gonna have to have some type of skill, okay, to be able to survive, man, in these times because a lot of people are going to just fall out, man, based off not having enough money to get food. It's an orchestrated, engineered famine and crisis, chaos. It's getting ready to erupt, man. Anarchy. It says malignant disease. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of diseases running rampant. Okay. It says affliction, slaughter, destruction, a stroke, to strike, to beating upon the breast, to strike, to blow. And that's what's getting ready to come to these people. It's going to be like a big ass fucking blow. Okay. They're going to wake up and they're not going to know where it came from. Just like when you got the boxers in the rings. Okay. They're fighting. You see them one, they throwing their jabs, some of them cutting them off with an angle, cornering them, got them on the ropes, maybe back off, and the next thing you know, he thinking that he gonna see another jab, but here it is, an uppercut come, boom, he ain't see it out of nowhere, and next thing you know, that's what's gonna happen, and then guess what? The person he falls. That's how these people are going to be in this world, man. They are going to fall. Everyone is going to fall. If you do not have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua with you, you will fall in the times to come. Okay? It's going to be made evident. So that's enough with the word. Let's go back into 2nd Ezra 16. 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth a son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Right, man. So when it comes with these with the children, with the woman, all right, when she's in pain, when she's in labor, okay, she's getting those different contractions, okay, all the way leading up until the baby comes, into the baby's delivered. That's how the world is going to be, taking all of that pain, okay, until what? Until Yahweh Shah returns back, man. Okay, it's still going to be people in certain areas still able to have a certain of a decent life, but people are going to run for safety at that time. Okay, people are going to run to their different systems. Okay, or Esau's system. Okay, to go get that chip. Okay, people are going to go grab to go get that chip. That chip. Okay, so they can have a decent life, man. Because it's going to be so bad out here, man. You're going to see women on the streets selling their bodies, teenage women selling their bodies, probably even children. It's going to be men. It's going to get so bad. Men going to be out there selling their bodies, not giving a damn as long as they can just get some bread, all right, for their family. Okay? But it ain't gonna be much men that's out here because the scripture says how the men are gonna be weak. Jeremiah 30. They're gonna be weak out here, man. So how much more you women, man? Jacob's trouble is getting ready, is arising quickly. It's arising very quickly. Now you seeing this devil and what he's doing, going into the country, all right, taking up Maduro, showing that, man, and they already changed what from the Department of Defense to the Department of War, dropping bombs on Venezuela. Come on, man. So they showing you what they about. okay, because they know that they got a short time. That chip is coming. We're telling you how fast this chip is coming, okay, because the economy is falling. It's so fragile. It can break at any moment. Second Ezra 16 and 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. Okay? These plagues are not going to be slack that's going to come upon this earth. You people are not going to be ready for it. It says, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So it ain't going to be nowhere to run. It's not going to be anywhere to run for you people. You people are going to be trapped, okay, into the prison of what Esau Edom has set up. Okay? This is coming in a big, big way. Hyperinflation. Okay, here it is. The central banks are panicking because they know that they know that this system is about to collapse.
All right.
And here it is. Okay, the ones that are in the know, they're already setting the pieces up, okay, for the next world to come. Okay, in their eyes, dealing with the digital infrastructure.
Dollar will crash and he's gonna. I think either he said it. I don't think he said it yet, but he's gonna say once the dollar collapses, everything goes. And I remember Elder Ariala in Dallas said this years ago. One of the, I believe it was one of the algorithms he does with Ricard Raquam from not from saying the brother's name right out in UK. He said this years ago. The dollar just if the dollar tanks, the whole world economy tanks, right? And this is why you see the U.S. moving on Venezuela so that they can gain some leverage in world trade, knowing that the petrodollar is that weak.
This shit is weak, man. And everybody's going to feel it real soon when it collapses. So let me go back to the notes. So where I was at, let's jump down to 40 minutes because there's a point that I wanted to hit. I'm thinking around like here.
To happen to shut shit down,
Let me go back a little bit.
it's gonna be all. We still got to deal with the pestilence,
Okay, let me go back a little bit right here.
and that's exactly what you've done, and it's gonna be evident. All right, when this money collapses, and this is just one aspect of the Most High bringing down this society with the money. All right, we still got to deal with the pestilence, the famine, right? It's gonna be all out hell out here, man. But one way for sure to shut shit down is to destroy this money system. And
And that's what's going to happen. Okay, this whole money system is going to shut down. And when it does, you people that's here, especially here in America, Babylon the Great, who's attached yourselves to the money, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Okay, because you depended on this money, you depended on this system. Okay, and you're going to have some type of way to be able to make it. And a lot of you people are not going to make it, man, because you do not have Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You did not hearken unto the Lord's men, okay, when they kept warning you about these things to come.
this is exactly what's getting ready to happen. And it's basically been engineered up until this point, right? Because it was inevitable for it to happen the way it's getting ready to happen, and there's no stopping it. So let's finish this out, and then I got a couple more scriptures in mind. Lord, will you still here with me? But here we go.
An official said darkly, best advice I can give people is to have useful skills, strong community ties, and some physical assets.
That's the advice that they're talking about.
That shit's not going to save you. What's coming is not going to save you. Let me get this. What's that? Proverbs 11. Richest profit not in a day. Proverbs 11 and verse 4. It reads, riches profit not in a day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay, so you got to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Okay, you got to call upon him while he is near. Okay, because the time is coming to where the Lord is getting ready to shut, okay, his access off, okay, from the world, through the way of the prophets. The Lord is getting ready to have Amos 8 and 11 to come to pass. You're not going to get this word anymore. So if you didn't get it while the prophets was out there, you're going to be in a world of hurt, man. Okay? You you people who got all this money, okay, and you're thinking that the money saves everything, that world is going to be gone and done away. It's going to be a new world. And that new world doesn't give a damn about your dollars. Okay? It doesn't matter about your status of what you had. It don't matter. You're done. Okay? Because the riches that you have is not going to profit you in a day. You will be destroyed, man. You people will be destroyed by that. Okay? By heaping unto yourselves all this treasure. Okay? Thinking that Esau Edom, all right, his system is going to help save you. Nah, man, it's too late for all that, man. Okay? The riches, okay, that you have, it's not going to profit you. Okay? And it's going to be made known, man. What you going to do when someone busts into your house and looking for food? Is your money going to save you then? What's going to happen when you got a gang of men coming in hungry, cannibals, because they can't eat? You going to throw a couple 100,000 to them? It ain't going to matter because the dollars are going to be cast into the streets. Your riches is not going to profit you in the day of wrath. Okay? Only Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is, man. Okay? Your faith. So let's go ahead and jump back into the video.
For the inevitable, the social unrest is to have uh, skills. You know what I'm saying? Sustainable skills, and that's something a woman ain't got in a world where there's no law.
Oh, man. Yeah, you women are through, man. So you still got to think about the time of war. Okay? It's going to be happening. And you ain't got, come on, man. You got to think about it. It's going to be a time of war that's going to be happening. We just had that. Let me go back into that. Second Edges. Because it's going to be war on all fronts. Okay? Actual war, civil war. Okay? And it's going to leave you women to be destitute. Let me just get it right quick. Second Ezra 16 and 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Yeah, because you're going to be left out here. It's just going to be nothing but just a bunch of women and children running around, okay, helpless, because they depended upon a system. They kept saying they don't need a man. Yeah, you women here in America, Babylon the Great, Isaiah 32 is going to hit y'all real hard, okay? And a lot of y'all are going to suffer. You're going to suffer, especially if you don't come across a man of the Lord, man. Y'all are going to suffer. It says, verse 34, in the wars, okay, because you're going to have ultimately you're gonna have all these different the World War III going on at the same time, okay? And you're in the middle of a financial war, and then also you're gonna be in the middle of civil war. It's gonna be men out here fighting for their lives, okay, to try to protect their family. There's gonna be men that are alive, okay, they're gonna be taken by the sword. So it's gonna leave a lot of you women out here to be helpless. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, is not going to be with a lot of y'all. Y'all are going to find that out in that day. 2 Ezra 16 and 34. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Yeah, man, because there's going to be a famine out here too as well. The economy is going to collapse. Hyperinflation is going to come. A lot of you men don't have skills. You want to get on the fucking computer, talk y'all shit. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know how to change a damn tire. You can't even kill a damn chicken. You don't know how to you don't know how to do a damn thing. and it's gonna be known, all right, who's gonna be in the power in that day. It ain't gonna be the regular men, because they're gonna perish. They're gonna perish of famine. Okay, and it's going to leave a flock, okay, of a lot of women that go to look and search for the man who has the power, who has the resources, the one who's going to be able to sustain themselves, man. Let me get this right here, right quick, in the book of Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so a man, which is a man of the Lord. Okay, he's going to be more precious than fine gold. Okay, and fine gold is priced at a high price, it's valued at a high price. So we're going to be even more high value than the precious gold at that time. Okay, anything on this earth, a man is going to be the most sought out thing in that time, especially a man of the Lord. Okay, let me get one more. Isaiah 32, and then we're going to get back into the video. Isaiah 32 and verse 2, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind. Okay, wind going into destruction. It's going to be a lot of destruction coming that way. Okay, coming the way of these people. And Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to be with that man, because the scripture says in the book of Psalms, chapter 91, that he's going to have his angels to have charge over thee, over him. Okay, he's going to be protected. Why? Because he feared Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So he's going to be protected. So anyone that's around this man is going to be covered. Okay, but it says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. Okay, it says, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Okay, he's going to be the supreme protection in that time, and he's going to be the most sought out thing, man. So, shit, Isaiah 4 and 1, easily. Okay, it will come easily in that time. Okay, now, this is what's going to have these people come towards looking for the men of the Lord, man. And a lot of people are not going to find us, man, because they took Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for granted. Okay, whoever run across the man of the Lord in that day, the Lord had it already set up from the very beginning. Okay. So going back into this video the Elder was going into, and we get ready. Oh yeah, I got a couple more videos and then we'll close out.
Uh, skills. You know what I'm saying? Sustainable skills, and that's something a woman ain't got in a world where there's no law, right? Because these women are protected by law, and they're protected because they can go out and earn their own money. But when there's lawlessness and no money, they go directly to the bottom with the children. All right, it's gonna be real bad and sad out here, right? Real bad.
Real bad, real sad. So we're getting ready to start to see a lot of different things, man. So based off with that video, we can close that off. Let's go to over here. Um, let me see. Try to skip some of it down. This is a short that I had got from just looking at what was going on uh with Venezuela. So the same thing is going to happen over here that it did over there.
These people are throwing thousands of dollars in the trash, and you might be wondering why. In Venezuela, the economic situation has become dire. Their economy has collapsed, and inflation has skyrocketed in unprecedented levels. The currency, once valuable, is now worth almost nothing. People are facing such a
Your riches profit you not in the day of wrath, the Lord's wrath, when he brings these prices up, hyperinflation.
extreme financial hardship that they have resorted to burning their cash to use it as fuel for fires. The sight of people discarding what was once their hard-earned money is both shocking and heartbreaking. If you thought this was insane, subscribe.
And
These
that's
people are
what you people are going to realize, that all the things of what you worked hard for, it was nothing but an illusion. Okay, let's go back to the next one.
Maracaibo was once the wealthy oil capital of Venezuela. Today, it is a city with no cash, in a country that has recalled half of the money supply. Unexpectedly, people scrambled to return the highest denomination note, 100 bolivars, following presidential orders. But the central bank could not handle the crowds. Waving their now worthless bills in the air, they shouted, "We want change." The
And that's what's gonna happen. We ain't gotta play the whole video. That's what's gonna happen.
These people are throwing
This is what's gonna happen. Okay, with the people here. Okay, with the people here, that's what's gonna happen. So I got another video that I want to play here with the young little girl, and she's on here and she's crying, okay, because she can't eat. So be prepared to see the people in the streets rioting. Be prepared to see men out there just gathering up certain resources. Women on the streets selling their bodies. I'm not even gonna get into it. This is a interview going into it. It says interview with teenage Venezuelan prostitute. She says how she came from Venezuela and she went to another part of town, okay, to go sell her body so she can get money, all right, to help feed her family. I got right here. Hyperinflation leads to prostitution of women, famine, and poverty. This is what's coming to the U.S. You know what? When you go into the older videos, if you can find them, you had teachers, people who worked in high places within government, you know, people that you would have never thought that would sell their bodies, talking about the women over there in Venezuela. They was out there on the streets because they had to get it how they live, man. It's the same thing that's gonna happen over here. See, the Lord's gonna give you women up to your own devices, saying that a man has to make this amount of money, that you don't need a man. Look, y'all gonna have to eat all those words because the scripture says every idle word should be given into account on the day of judgment. Okay, so y'all like to go out to eat and use men. Hey, all that's getting ready to come back onto all of y'all in that day. Okay, and especially uh you men, y'all are gonna fall down right along with them because y'all gonna be trying to chase after them, and they're gonna be looking for safety. That's gonna be a lot of setups, a lot of deletions going on in that time. You ain't gonna be able to trust nobody. There's gonna be a lot of infightings, all right, with in between families, all right, because they're not sharing resources. It's gonna get real bad out here, man. Let's click on it.
And that day, one
Elianis has 6 brothers and sisters. Her parents simply can't afford to feed them.
¿Y cómo te sientes cuando no tienes comida?
Me siento muy mal porque a pesar de todo mi hermano no ha comido, mi mamá no ha comido, mi mamá está embarazada, tiene 2 meses, pero cuando yo llego allá yo le doy de mi comida, yo comparto con mi mamá, con mi papá.
Without Carolina, there would be no one to help these families that are still here. These are the ones that are too poor, too weak, or too old to make the journey north.
Papito Dios, te damos las gracias por este día.
And Carolina opens her doors to hundreds of other children from her barrio, all here looking for food.
Aquí en el barrio, en estos 2 años, hemos visto morir como 7 niños de desnutrición severa, casi que calavera.
They arrive tired, dirty, and hungry. The poor
And this is gonna be the state, okay, of a lot of children. This is gonna be the state of a lot of children in that time. Teenage boys trying to figure out something to do, trying to get some food and stuff for their family. Okay, these little niggas there that we see, just as it was over there in Venezuela, they would link up with gang members. Okay, and they would go ravishing different houses, spoiling their goods. Same thing is getting ready to happen over here. Same thing getting ready to happen over here. Okay, women selling their bodies, teenage girls selling their bodies over there, with these other Israelite groups. They guess what? The Lord gonna have their own children sell their bodies. Okay, you weak ass men, y'all gonna find out, man. Okay. Oh man, I ain't finna get into it. That's just no. I don't even want to get. That's another lesson. All right, you weak ass men that don't want to accept the marriageable age. Guess what? You ain't gotta accept it. The Lord gonna make you accept it. Okay, because you gonna see your own daughters. Okay, be out there, and guess what? It ain't gonna be by you wanting to. Okay, it's gonna be by you forcing. All right, forcing. All right, that to happen, right? Because a lot of you men gonna give up your daughters too, man, just so you can feed the rest of your other family. It's finna get real sad out here. Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, bad times, when it falleth suddenly upon them. And this is what's gonna happen. Okay, it's going to fall suddenly upon them. Okay, when you see a fish, it's in a river. You throw the net out there and you pick up a whole group of fish. That's how it's going to be happening to you people, man. Y'all all are going to be caught into this snare. Same thing with a bird. You leave you leave something inside for the trap for the bird. The bird goes in. You trap the door. Boom, you shut it. You got the bird. It's caught up. This is how Esau Edom is catching all you people, man. Okay, because you depended upon his system. Okay, so now when it comes, when that trap coming, how you being snared into that trap, it's gonna come on you suddenly, and you're not gonna know when it came. Luke 21 and 35, for as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. See, it's gonna come all of a sudden, and you people are not going to be ready for it. This trap that has been laid with you people, you will see it, okay? And you will feel it, okay? Because we are in that time, man. Hyperinflation is coming in a big way, okay? It's just a lesson going into it. A Lord willing, the other lesson to come up too as well, kind of speed through it a little bit. But hey, man, it's the point. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is making a move on this place. Okay. And if those who are not grounded, okay, in its truth, you will be taken like the rest of this world, man. All right. So repent. All right. Stay prayed up. All right. Because, hey, that chip is coming and it's coming fast. All right. It's coming fast, rapidly. All right. Prepare your minds and souls. All right. Ready to see a lot of hungry people. All right. A lot of anarchy. Okay. To see a lot of things that you've never seen before. This is going to take this place by surprise. All right. So, hey, Lord willing, you was edified from all this lesson. I want to give all honors and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaf Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught us his truth and who rule well. Peace and safety and citations that they're to you sincere, and you hope for elect. Scattered abroad across the four winds of this earth. All right, I'm your fellow servant, Malaakia. Shalom.